and time. Honey is not simply just honey, as much as coffee is not simply just coffee. I remember going to the hives with my grandparents and having this amazing experience, tasting the whole world of flavors and textures. So for you today, I want to experience the same. I'm bringing a coffee called Finca Nuguo. It's a geisha varietal from Panama. Nuguo is carefully grown by Jose Gallardo in the region of Chiriquí, and 1950 meters above the sea level. It also situates between the border with Costa Rica and a natural rainforest, which adds more complexity to this already complex coffee. For you today, I had to pick my favorite and the most clarified flavor notes. I'm gonna give them to you in a second. We'll taste jasmine, apricots, and pomegranate. Please bear with me a second while I brew your drinks. I will brew your coffee at 20 grams for 40 grams yield for about 33 seconds. This coffee is also a red honey process, and we roasted it 10 days ago for more balance. It will have a medium sweetness, a little bit like stone fruits. A high malic acidity and a low bitterness. The weight will be medium. This texture will be silky and coaty, just like honey. And this time, the finish will be long, lingering, and sweet. When you receive your drinks, please stir them 6 times. This will balance the tactile notes and the flavor notes that I've just given you. And if you missed any information, don't worry. The cards on the side have most of the information that I've given you today. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. As I mentioned, this coffee is a red honey process. And when we think of honey, we think of sweetness. So for your milk drinks, I want to explore the sweetness of this coffee. That due to its drying process, as I said, red honey, 70% of the mucilage it's left on the bean goes drying, which adds up to the sweetness of this coffee. I will add to your drinks a 3.7 fat percent continent milk. What this will do, it will increase that medium stone fruit sweetness that we found earlier and decrease the acidity and the bitterness even more. Still, making that acidity be there and present. The milk ratio will be a 3:1 milk to espresso in order to balance the flavor notes that I'll give you in a minute. So this time we'll find sweet flavors of milk chocolate, butterscotch, and of course Manuka honey. Please stir your drinks 3 times in order to balance these flavor notes out. Thank you. And place the little spoon in the cup right next to your water glasses, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry.
5 minuti.
Thank you. For my signature drink, I want to explore the terroir of Finca Nugo and my grandfather's home, just to bring back those memories and those sensational feelings that I had when I had first this coffee. All the coffee coming from Finca Nugo, it's picked and processed only a few feet away from where it's grown. The cool climate of this farm helps the coffee having a slower process, in our case to 3 weeks, and which this increases the flavor intensity of this coffee. Just like my grandfather, Jose takes really good care of where to place his drying beds, so much that this will impact the flavor of this coffee. By speaking with Jose, I found out his favorite way of having his coffee, which is cold. So in order to keep his words true and to bring you the best, as he described, I've decided to frozen your glasses, to which I placed inside 5 milliliters of jasmine tea. This will help the aroma of this coffee and the florality of this coffee come through more sharply. Then I will add an ice cube. This
3 minuti.
will keep this coffee refreshing, just like Jose wishes this coffee to be. Sorry. On top, I will pour your espresso, which will help the jasmine tea come through and the ice cube to melt. Then I will place 5 milliliters of honey syrup to a 2-to-1 part, made from the same very honey that my grandfather did, one of his last and most precious batches. Then I've charged 60 grams of pear juice. Sorry, more than 60 grams. 200 grams of pear juice with a little bit of ginger. What this will do to your signature drink, it will add sweetness, but also keep that acidity balanced. I will pour 25 grams of this mixture in each of your drinks. I have charged it with CO2 to keep it refreshing. So I will ask you, once you receive it, to please stir them well, as the CO2 might create a little bit of foam.
Un minuto.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry, and thank you. So judges, I want to thank you for your time today, and please take
30
your time
secondi.
drinking my signature drink. And I hope that through all my drinks, you had the same experience as I had as a child. It's been a pleasure serving you today, and I want to thank you again for your time.
14 minuti e 45 secondi per Federica Cuccato.